Stu and Dave Do America present Granny versus Piñata.
Ooh. B. Arthur.
B. Arthur's hotter.
That's true. Last time she hit something that hard, she was trying to parallel park.
By the way, did her shirt say, was it kindness?
Kindness.
While she's bashing the head in of our president as a piñata.
Yeah, I guess the K was for kindness and not Karen.
Yeah.
She looks terrible. She looks like she should be telling her bird to keep her cat out of trouble. None of these people look okay.
No, you're not okay if that's what you're doing. Okay, so another thing that's not okay, unfortunately, Spirit Airlines. Let's do the crash and burn of Spirit Airlines. Welcome to Stu and Dave Do America. I'm Stu Burguiere. This is Dave Landau.
May the 4th be with you, nerds. Yeah. Got him.
Yeah, you did.
Singed him good.
Sucked him in.
Yep.
And then you just backhanded him.
Just hit him hard.
Very, very nice.
Talk about how they're all virgins. That's never been done.
Yeah, never. I want to talk about Spirit Airlines. Why? Well, look, it's kind of the same color of our little cards here.
Ooh, just like a Waffle House.
Yeah, it's very yellow. They've got big yellow planes.
Yes, they do. They did.
They did. They now have nothing. Spirit Airlines shuts down as company says it can't keep up with higher oil prices. I mean, there's been a lot of things that have caused the problems, I guess, for Spirit Airlines over the years. They've never been doing all that well, at least not in quite some time. But the rising jet fuel prices not exactly helping them out, Dave. And now 17,000 people are out of jobs. They've started a wind down of their operations effective immediately. One they're calling orderly. I don't know if it's orderly if you're in like Des Moines and you're trying to get to Tampa and you're kind of just sitting there now with no plane to take. I don't know how orderly it feels.
I flew yesterday, and I'm going to tell you right now, there were some Spirit refugees put on our plane.
Was there?
I'm telling you, it was awful. A
You
woman.
didn't want to fly with them? Is this?
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
2 women darted to the front of the plane as we were landing, and they were like, "Listen, we have to catch a connection." It's like, so does the entire flight. So they're screaming over the intercom for this lady to sit down. Now the whole plane's yelling at her, and she sits in the aisle. So they had to like stop the plane. I wish I'd recorded this. I was too busy yelling in anger. And she's like, "My father had a heart attack." I'm like, "No, he didn't. Go sit down." Like, you're lying.
Right.
So,
I mean, even if your dad did have a heart attack, really like running to the front of the plane is going to do nothing but extend the amount of time until you get to see him.
Exactly.
This is not gonna help
Everyone
you.
was very mad. So I think they're just throwing them on other flights. And look, I like Spirit. I'm not going to lie.
But why? Wait, do you know this is a Spirit person? Are you just assuming?
There's a certain level of class and decorum that is held by a Spirit.
So we're just looking down on people overtly.
Oh, I look on all the time.
Okay, good.
For such a short man, I tend to look down on almost everyone.
It's an amazing trick you've pulled off there.
It's something.
But you've flown Spirit. I've flown Spirit before.
It is. It was the first flight I ever took was to Atlantic City to see my family. Not my family. Well, my mom's brother and stuff. He used to run Bally's.
You're right.
He used to have those cheap flights before everything was legalized for a casino.
Has Spirit been around that long?
Oh, yeah. I'd jump in them big front seats, fly out.
Oh, yeah.
The pilot would ask if I had 5 on gas, and we'd head out.
Because I have recently flown it. I mean, not that long ago.
I've done it, too.
And it was, I think I did pay for the upgrade, which, again, doesn't feel like an upgrade that like it does on other airlines. Every once in a while you have like miles and you get like upgraded first and you get the food. It's not like that.
No.
It's a slightly bigger seat.
It's a slightly bigger seat. You still have to pay a lot of money if you want, say, a Pepsi. But that's the only benefit to it. And I don't know where I'm going to see those fights anymore online. I guess I'll just go to World Star.
Yeah, I guess that is the way to go.
That's the last chance we have.
We do have a review of some of the Spirit moments that have occurred over the years. Here is a little highlight reel of some of those moments.
Go suck another dirty.
Just launching luggage out the side of this. Fights, punches thrown by the luggage. Screaming, kicking each other on the ground.
You dirty bitch. I'm not dirty. Yes, you are.
I like the hair. Nice male pattern baldness for a woman.
Yeah. This lady's just chugging some sort of liquid. God only knows what it was.
No, it was tequila.
It was tequila.
He told her she couldn't bring it on the flight, so she'd have to get rid of it. So she chugged the entire fifth before getting on the plane.
That's not a good decision, Dave.
No. Well, actually, it's before TSA. So, like, you can't bring this. You can put it in your checked bag. And she's like, I'll just drink an entire bottle of tequila.
Oh, my God. I never saw that clip.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Did she live?
She did. I've done it. You know, I'm not here to throw stones, but
You're you. Of course you did it.
there's no way she didn't get sick. That's insane.
Yeah.
And it's tequila.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
And if you're a huge guy, you know, with all it's been eating a lot all day, maybe you'd be okay from that. I feel like a tiny woman it's not gonna work out.
No,
well.
when I would do it, I would put on big high heel shoes and dance on a bar for bikers.
And that worked out.
To the song Tequila.
Right.
In my bow tie.
You did it for the entertainment value.
That's right.
Which I think is fine. I just don't think you should do it just to save a few dollars on a flight. Like, just, you know, if you want to take some, you know, take a couple drinks before you get on and then throw the bottle out, right?
Yeah.
The fact that you go with the entire bottle, this is
what kind of
a very
piece of garbage is like, well, I'm just going to drink the entire fifth then? It's a fifth that you're supposed to be bringing it home from vacation.
Right.
But instead you're just chucking it at the airport like you're in a frat.
I'm surprised they even allowed her on the plane.
I wonder if they did. They're probably like, look, you're going to fall on the ground any minute now.
You're
Once
going
this
to vomit all over the person in front of you.
There's
Which
no way.
is relatively normal for Spirit, but not every flight.
It wouldn't be a first, second, or third.
No. It would not. Now, JetBlue and Frontier shares are rising as Spirit shutdown makes room for growth. So you figure these other airlines are going to hop in and they're going to get a little bit of this business. But we know what happens in these situations, Dave. Like when you lose, the best thing about Spirit was not necessarily flying Spirit.
No.
It was the competition of Spirit's prices. Other airlines had to deal with them. And if they kept prices too high, people would say, well, you know, Spirit might not be the best airline in the world, but I'm going to take that because I'm saving so much money. These other airlines can now be like, well, we can let prices slide up, and kind of screws everybody else.
They already have. It's already going up.
Already going up.
Yeah.
You fly all the time.
Constantly.
I mean, I'm looking at your tour dates right now. Do we have these?
Ooh. Oh, we can do them?
Yeah, let's do them right now, Dave, because I was looking at this, and every once in a while I think about you and your life and how it must be very difficult.
It is. I have to travel a lot, including to Pottstown, Pennsylvania this weekend, which is the 9th. Greenwood, Indiana, May 15 and 16. May 20th, San Francisco, California. May 21, Sacramento, California. May 22, 23, Fort Worth, Texas. May 24th, Austin, Texas. And June 5th, Lexington, Michigan.
This is a little bit of an aside, Dave, but I was very excited for the Fort Worth shows.
You should come
here. I've never seen you live. I've never seen Dave Landau live. I've seen endless amounts of YouTube clips.
Yes.
Because I watch them all when they come through my feed.
Well, thank you.
I do. They're very, very funny. But I've never seen you live, and I'm very excited to see you live. I've done shows with you. We did a power hour on the other side of the stage. We've done all sorts of stuff together.
Yeah.
But I've never seen you live. Very excited for the 22nd and 23rd.
I'm glad.
And then I realized we have an out-of-state baseball tournament I'm going to be at.
I
will not.
Good.
I apologize.
No, you're fine. I'm not
I am
offended.
legitimately excited to see you.
Family first. That's the deal.
I know.
I mean, I'm crushed.
Personally, you're correct.
Personally, it hurts a lot. But thank you for letting me plug my dates before giving me that news.
Yes, I know.
But if you want to come out to the show and just see me.
Yeah, take my seat in Fort Worth or any of these other lovely cities that Dave will be attempting to fly Spirit on. He's going to have to get refunds for all of his tickets.
What are they doing, you think, with all those? I want to know where the points are going. I had a lot of Spirit points. You think they'll put them back on my EBT card?
You are screwed. I was listening about this morning. If you book stuff with points,
Yeah.
you're basically wiped out. You can put in a claim. Now, this will be fun. Put in a claim for bankruptcy proceedings to get value for your points. You'll be at the very bottom of the list of people getting stuff back.
If you had,
so
if you had like 100,000 points, which by Spirit standards is $18, you would have to.
but also 12 flights.
That's true.
You
make a good point.
Yeah, that's a good point. But yeah, you are basically screwed.
Oh, I don't care then.
Okay. Well, I mean,
who would? I'm not going to file a bankruptcy claim. Be like, look, I've lost it all. I can't.
They're like, look, we can't give you all 100,000. We'll give you 85,000 points. Yeah. You can't spend them anywhere.
Right. Yeah. Where can I use them? Absolutely nowhere.
Now, the reason why I think this story is fascinating, outside of like legitimately, this is going to affect people really negatively. You've got 17,000 employees.
Yeah.
You have also a lot of people who might be the only way they could go on vacation is fly a Spirit Airlines, a cheaper flight like that. And now they won't be able to go. There's a lot of negatives here.
And a lot of stewardesses and gays.
That's true. I mean, you repeat yourself, but yes,
Right.
exactly. Elizabeth Warren is the main reason I want to talk about this story.
I heard it's amazing. All these people lose their reservation, and she pretended that she lost hers a few years back.
Yeah. Fair point. I didn't think of that. Elizabeth Warren wrote this after all of this. So Spirit goes away.
Right.
Elizabeth Warren's upset because she's always upset. Everything that's happened is somehow a personal affront to her, and it's always capitalism's fault. Every single time, if you want to know how she's going to react, any way that would help our economy and help capitalism move forward, she's going to be on the other side of that. That's who she is. She writes this: the big four airlines, America, Delta, Southwest, and United, control 75% of the U.S. market. Fewer choices equals higher prices for you. Now, first of all, I would point out she's named 4 airlines.
Yeah, there's a lot more.
Right. There's a lot more than 4. The rest of them would appear in the 25% of the market that is not controlled by these 4 airlines. Also, she's talking about not 1, but 4 airlines. Like, there are a lot of businesses where there's only maybe 4 companies that do it, right? Here we have 4 that only control 3/4. Plus, there's another quarter of airlines and new ones starting and stopping all the time. It's a difficult business.
Yeah, of course.
But for some reason, 4 airlines splitting 75%, which means what? They each have about 18% of the market. Is any company having 18? Again, it's not exactly evenly split. I understand that. But,
No, I get it.
But 18% of the market is not a monopoly.
That's also assuming they're split evenly.
Right, exactly.
It could be one. It could be Delta has 50. I don't know.
It could be.
I don't know the stats.
But let's say, even if it is,
Yeah.
if one company has 50% and the rest have 50%, there's competition. A monopoly is one company having 100% or very close to it if you want to stretch the definition.
Yes.
Not 4 companies having 3/4.
Well, no, that would be the opposite of a monopoly.
Yes.
That would be a competing market.
Yes.
And then there's also 25% that are competing as well. Including Southwest, Alaska, Frontier, just off the top of my head.
Right. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of different options for people to get flights. Now, the reason why this is
Blue, what was the one that they wouldn't?
JetBlue.
JetBlue.
Because that's what I want to get into here.
Okay.
The reason why Spirit doesn't exist is Elizabeth Warren.
Correct.
It is entirely her fault, along with some of her annoying friends.
Pete Buttigieg, too.
Yes, exactly. Let me give you some of the evidence on this, Dave.
I can't believe that Pete Buttigieg was against an airport hookup. You think that would just be a go?
Right. He'd be on board.
Yeah.
No, apparently not.
No.
2024, Senator Warren, who supported the Biden administration's DOJ, that was Merrick Garland at the time, suing to prevent the merger between JetBlue and Spirit, fearing that fewer flights and higher fares would result. Now Spirit shut down, resulting in fewer flights and less competition, and of course, eventually higher shares. Here is Elizabeth Warren from 2024.
Okay.
Dave, I've warned for months that a JetBlue Spirit Airlines merger would have led to fewer flights and higher fares. Justice ATR and US DOT were right to stand up for consumers and fight against runaway airline consolidation. This is a Biden win for flyers. I will say it is a Biden win. This is what a Biden win looks like.
Oh, yes, when you lose?
Yeah, when you lose.
Correct.
A Biden win
Yes.
looks like a loss for anyone else. That is legitimately where we are.
Well, at least she's left us with Frontier, which is like Spirit minus the great customer service. Right. So thank you, Elizabeth.
Thank you so much, Elizabeth. So there was this big merger. JetBlue, I mean, I don't even know if this would have been a good decision. Considering how this all turned out, it probably would have been a merger that may have hurt JetBlue. I don't know.
Yeah.
But they have enough money, I guess, to survive something like that anyway. They were going to merge in 2023 and 2024. And it was people like Elizabeth Warren that came out and spoke against that because, again, this would help the economy. It would have helped Spirit stay afloat, stay up in the air, if you will.
17,000 employees keep a job.
Keep a job, right? Instead, they blocked that for absolutely no reason. No reason at all. It was BS the entire time. Mm-hmm. They blocked it, and now Spirit doesn't exist anymore. And now people are like stranded in Idaho somewhere trying to get to their next stop because Spirit doesn't exist. Pete Buttigieg at the time. Americans deserve robust competition and affordable airfares. U.S. Department of Transportation supports the DOJ's antitrust lawsuit. We plan to deny the JetBlue Spirit request for an exemption on their merger deal. We will continue with our own investigation while supporting the DOJ's work. It is their fault, Dave.
It's absolutely their fault. And she also blamed, gas prices, I saw at one point.
Yeah.
Where it's like, that's like hitting your husband with a car and then blaming healthcare prices. It just doesn't make any sense.
No.
She's just, this the problem is they don't actually care about anybody but themselves, and they prove it over and over again when they do stuff like this.
Yes.
And you have Pete Buttigieg and her, and I just hate her. I don't know how else to put it.
I don't know what other reaction. Yeah. I don't know what other reaction there is to her because she's so fake. Like this fake concern that this airline would, it would merge into another airline. And then after this happens, I did see one woman. I can't remember who it was. It was one woman from the Biden era.
Pete Buttigieg. We covered him.
Oh no, I'm sorry. This is a different woman.
Oh, sorry.
Because Pete Buttigieg did not do this. I wish I could remember who it was. I should give credit to someone on the left when they actually do something right. But basically, it said, you know what? I think now we should probably look back and consider whether what we did with that merger was the right choice or not. Now, to me, it's quite obvious it was not.
It was not, but also she saw that Spirit Airlines was going to merge with JetBlue and was like, this is going to be an unstoppable powerhouse.
Nothing
can change. What's the worst thing that would happen? Honestly, they would be the company with lower prices that took over everything.
Right. No, it doesn't.
I don't understand. You're like it makes zero sense.
The argument they would make is, okay, we have fewer airlines that, Spirit was running as an independent, trying to give the lowest prices possible. Now that they're not an independent and they're somewhat in competition with JetBlue, they might lean a little bit less on those lower prices, raise them a little bit. And then, that will raise prices for consumers. But you know what else will happen with consumers? They'll get to their destinations. They'll get on planes that will take off.
Well, and also, but to say we can't have this because there's four other airlines that are a monopoly.
Which they're not.
Right. So you're going to avoid creating something like this to then strengthen that monopoly that you're mad at?
Right.
Where's the logic?
There is no logic.
It doesn't make any sense.
It is legitimately a decision made. Is this good or bad for capitalism? Can I stand against this country and its economy? That is the only decision someone like, at least Warren makes. Buttigieg, I don't know. He's got other things on his mind.
Buttigieg will fly there, and then they'll give him his bicycle to ride to wherever he's going.
Just my favorite clip of all time.
It's also the biggest Suburban that anyone ever has had.
Yes.
You have the most fuel guzzling car.
If you've never seen this clip that Dave's talking about, it's worth pulling for our next episode just to do a segment on it. Basically, Pete Buttigieg, Mr. I don't like global warming, wanted to prove that he was biking to work. So to do that, again, this is the allegation, they put this bike in the back of a giant Suburban.
Yes.
And they drove it to about a mile away from work. And then they got out and he rode his bike the last mile so everyone could see it. Unfortunately, someone saw him taking the bike out of the back of the Suburban.
Right. And by allegation, you mean proof on video that's exactly what he was doing.
He denies it. He says it was something else. That was misleading video.
Right. He's like, no, I was biking a lot of the way. Then I hitchhiked because I just wanted something in my mouth. And then I biked the rest of the way. Also, the bicycle has no seat on it, allegedly.
That part is alleged.
Yeah.
Yes. Just another deep fake. Another Biden era deep fake.
Exactly.
We saw that over and over again with Joe. Let me give you Sean Duffy. He's the current, I was going to say the current Buttigieg, but that would not be appropriate to him and his lovely wife. Here is Sean Duffy talking about the whole situation.
I think it's important to talk about why are we here today. There was a proposed merger between JetBlue and Spirit. And Joe Biden and Pete Buttigieg, along with the Biden DOJ, decided that they did not want that merger to take place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is exactly it. And we did also see this. This is
Wow.
A clip you brought to the table, Dave. You were able to find this one. Can you walk us through the setup to this?
I want to surprise you.
Oh, okay. Here it is. It's about.
I like surprises.
He likes surprises, just like Pete Buttigieg in a Suburban.
Yes.
Here is.
We're all shocked that he was dishonest.
Stunning.
I'm surprised there's no one twerking on the casket, because usually people that would go on Spirit would twerk on a casket.
Absolutely.
During a funeral.
That would have made it more accurate.
That's what I like to do.
Mm-hmm. You're a big twerker?
Oh, yeah. Whenever there's a funeral, I like to show up in my church hat and then do a good twerk on the coffin.
Really?
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Even if it's someone you weren't like related to or didn't.
Correct.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Just to add a little spice.
Well, I just like to give the gift of dance.
Yeah. It would cheer me up.
Right.
It would cheer me up if I was at a funeral.
I actually am going to do that, though.
You are?
I'm going to hire strippers to twerk on my coffin.
Really?
Oh, that's part of, it's in my will.
Is it really?
Yeah. Right before cremated and just thrown in someone's face randomly on the street. Which are the two things I want.
Those two things.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look, you're a dying man.
Yeah.
You deserve your last wish.
Yeah, which is I want people twerking on my coffin.
And you want your ashes blown into a random person's face.
100%.
Okay. See, now we know. If something happens, like this is we did a case a long time ago. It was a relatively famous case where there was a woman who had a conversation with her husband about, they were watching a movie and then someone went to like a coma-like state and they said, what would you do in this situation? And like, oh gosh, I wouldn't want to live like that. And then he used that as the entire basis to basically just offer when she got into somewhat kind of near a coma-like state. It was like not an official document at all. It was like, no, she said something. We were watching like a after-school special one day. And she said she probably wanted to die if something bad happened one day. So I got nothing to do with this new girlfriend I have.
Sir, she's having plastic surgery. I'm just saying, you got to pull the plug.
Hey, pull the plug. I mean, this is what she wanted. This is what she said.
Final wish.
So this is kind of where we are with you.
Well, that was one of my last. I talked about this on my last show. I was quite serious about it. Mm-hmm. I want to have like huge triple F breasts put in for my funeral. And then also be wearing lipstick, and then just have people walk by and wonder, like, when did he get giant fake breasts put in?
So a posthumous boob job.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that before.
Yeah,
is that a thing?
I don't know. It will be.
It will be when you do it.
Yeah, I don't care if you can roll up my legs and use them. It doesn't matter.
Right.
Like, it's going to be waist down is going to be shut down. So I just am going to have giant breasts.
I think they would just use the silicone when
they can. They can use whatever they want.
Right, okay.
But if they want to use parts, that's cool too.
So you want them to stuff your like knee down.
Right.
Just take the flesh
and I won't
jam it in your chest.
I won't be full topless. I'll have pasties on my nipples.
Oh, you will.
Pasties or whatever they're called.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Pasties is, I don't know, whatever that is, but pasties.
Right.
Well, so I'll have big star pasties on my nipples of my giant fake breasts.
I will note again, you will be in Pottstown or Poatstown on May 9th.
That's right.
So
Poatstown this weekend. Well, there's also pasties up in northern Michigan.
Okay.
That are giant. They're basically Hot Pockets.
So, but that's a much different than the nipple cover that
it is, but they're the same name.
Okay.
I mean,
no,
usually
not. One's pasties, one's pasties.
Well, that's true, but one of them's covering rancid meat, and usually the other one is too. I don't know if you've ever seen some of those dancers, but not all of them. Some of them are great.
Some of them are lovely,
but
like the ones that might dance at Dave's funeral. Though they're lovely.
No, they're going to be hood.
Yeah. You're going deep. You're deep cut.
I want eye patches.
You want like the 2 p.m. Tuesday type of girl?
I want bullet wounds working on my casket.
What else are you going to get in Detroit?
Yeah, exactly.
There's no other options.
Yeah, there's some, but I mean, I'm going to go to the booby trap on 8 Mile. It's gone now, but oh boy, if it was still there, they always had crowd pleasers.
Oh, did they?
Oh, yeah.
A lot of experience at the booby trap?
I never was a big strip club guy, but I've been to a few. Probably because I'm from Detroit, I was like, this isn't good.
This isn't good at
this
all.
This whole scene is very scary.
Seems like an episode of ER.
It kind of was.
Okay, we have another controversial story to tell you about, which is an amazing one because it went... I've never seen a story happen like this, where everyone agrees on one thing, and then one tiny detail comes out, and everyone goes 180 degrees the opposite direction. We have an example of this. We'll tell you about it next. Spring has a way of making you notice everything you've been putting off outside. Do you notice? Because I go outside all the time. I'm like, gosh, I was supposed to do that last year. I was like, as soon as it's not hot anymore, I'll do that job outside. And then, of course, I didn't do it at all. And then it's spring again. This is why I like fast-growing trees, because they take what usually feels like a whole project and make it surprisingly simple. They're the largest online nursery in the country with over 2 million customers, and they match their trees and plants to your specific climate and growing zone, so you're not guessing about what's going to work. That's a big thing. We've had
People will be nursing like at my funeral?
No, that could be. Your funeral is going to have a lot lot of different things happening.
This is a different kind of nursery.
This is a different kind of nursery. Yeah.
This is trees.
Yes, this is
I like
trees.
trees.
Trees are very nice. When you, I was going to bring up the word sapling, but I probably won't now. When everything shows up, it arrives healthy. And it's backed by like a guarantee. It's called the Alive and Thrive guarantee, which is great because I would kill most of the plants that I would order. So, fast-growing trees can help you out with that. Then make sure you order the right ones, not one that's going to die after the first cold snap. You want to make sure you get the right choice, right climate. Listeners to the show can get 20% off with their first purchase when they use the code Stu and Dave at checkout. It's an additional 20% off, better plants and better growing at fastgrowingtrees.com. Use the code Stu and Dave at checkout, fastgrowingtrees.com. The code Stu and Dave. Now is the perfect time to plant. Let's grow together. Use code Stu and Dave and save today. Offer is valid for a limited time. Terms and conditions may apply. Kind of a crazy story that happened mostly over the weekend with JP Morgan. Okay. There's an executive there, and there is this allegation, pretty massive allegation, a bombshell sexual harassment suit was fired against an executive at JP Morgan. They accused her, woman, of having a sex slave at work.
I don't think any company would allow a sex slave, By the way, I asked for a water a half hour ago.
You did, I heard you.
I know. It was pretty... Thank you, Tobias.
Back have been trying to get here for a whole half an hour, going as fast as I could.
It's fine. Go kneel in my office until the show's over.
You letting him walk himself now?
Just today.
Okay. Surprised he's off leash.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so a bombshell sexual harassment suit against Lorna Higini is her name, Dave, JP Morgan executive. And what's I find fascinating, here's the side-by-side picture. And let me tell you the story just with these two pictures. Okay?
Sorry.
Story number one was just the picture of the woman that you're seeing now. And how would you describe her, Dave? Attractive, correct?
Very attractive.
Very attractive lady. She's a high-level executive at JP Morgan. So the first wave of coverage I saw of this was they saw her picture. They said she was accused of having a sex slave. She was forcing an underling to have sex with her all hours of the day. And all I kept seeing was, how do I apply for this job?
Of course.
Right? How am I become a staffer at JP Morgan?
It seems like a great deal. But if I were to describe the picture to the audio listener, picture Raj from The Big Bang Theory with a touch of the syndrome. If I would say...
Just a touch?
I would say more than a touch. He looks like a 1300s oil painting of an inbred prince. Doesn't he? That's not who you're going to have be your sex slave.
He does, because this is the second part of the story, which you refer to here, which is then the picture of the guy came out, and everyone immediately knew it wasn't real.
Right.
It couldn't possibly be a true story. This is the most insulting thing that's ever happened to someone. This guy's like, oh, gosh, people are feeling bad for her. He's a sex slave. What is going on at that place? They're joking about how hot she is, but mainly they're like, that's obviously a terrible story. And then his picture comes out, and immediately it's like, everyone's like, oh, that didn't happen.
That didn't happen.
Nope.
The ability to victim shame a man is amazing.
It's unreal.
And honestly, I'm fine with it. I don't care. But you would never look at the woman and allow people to go, come on, he didn't do that to her.
Right.
So, but with a guy, everybody in America looks at him and goes, no.
Now, I will say, that is the lead argument every time Donald Trump is accused of something.
That is true.
His lead argument is always, look at her.
Yeah.
Come on.
No, he does.
He does do that every single time.
He's like, yeah, maybe Stormy 20 years ago. Yeah, like it's not good how he does that.
It's really like, she's not my type, believe me.
Yeah, look at
believe me. So he does it, but no one else has been able to do it other than Donald Trump successfully over all these years. And it's true. It's like when it is a good-looking woman and there's some accusation against them, this happens all the time with teachers.
Sure.
The immediate conversation, at least among guys, is, oh, wow, he's pretty lucky. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
We're just pathetic creatures.
Anthony Cumia and I used to do guilty or not guilty based on photos.
Right.
Because some of the women look like they look like supermodels. It's almost unbelievable. It's really hard to be like, oh, were you a victim? You were 18?
Or, yeah.
Yeah. And then some of them, you get what I'm saying.
I think I do get what
I
you're
think you
saying.
can get my hint.
Yes, I can get your hint here. I tend to, by the way, the story itself, it's hard to break down exactly as a story because it's been nonstop jokes from the second it came out till now.
Well, yeah.
But the story itself does seem to be a nonsensical lawsuit. Again, that's just my understanding of it. But it seems like the suit had been filed, had completely fallen apart already before we even knew about it, which really, I think points to a pathetic level of journalism to even report it. It seems like it was not true. And then this poor woman's life and picture have been dragged through, although she looks great, has been dragged through the mud here for days and days and days and days for something it seems like she did not do.
It does. I think that she's going to, she's obviously gotten off.
Yes.
Best I can
One
do
way or
is a
another.
pun.
Yes, that was
What I'm
good.
saying is because she's cute. She doesn't look like the woman who shot Selena.
Right.
You'd be like, it's possible.
Right.
It's
exactly. She doesn't. She looks too well put together to have a sex slave. Is that a thing?
She also looks like a bit like Jodie Foster, where I'm not even sure if she's into guys.
Well, that's an interesting.
Let alone
we're
that look
deep
like
into
they were
the-
drawn for Nickelodeon.
I just want to make sure your response to me saying journalism is bad for running her through the mud is to accuse her of being a lesbian.
Correct. I'm not saying she's not.
No, she may or may not be. You're
She just
saying-
doesn't. I have better DSLs than she does. Her lips are very thin.
Yeah. No, she looks. Look, I think she looks great.
She's very attractive. I'm just saying she doesn't. There's part of her where she could be. She could be a lesbian. I would have said that immediately. She should go. Look, I love.
I just don't know that questioning her
carpet.
sexuality is necessarily the direction to go here.
Well, you're
after what
right.
she's been through for the past few days.
Well, I apologize to you, Mrs. What's her name? Let's make sure we get it out there.
Is Lorna,
Lorna.
which, by the way, sounds like a character on the Golden Girls. What?
Lorna?
Lorna?
You couldn't decide on Laura?
No.
What?
Nah.
Lorna?
Myrna and Lorna. What's the guy? I don't know.
What's
Lorna.
his name?
He is
Fishhead?
It is that's his nickname.
Oh, that was his nickname.
Yeah, no. Chireu Rana is his name.
Oh, Chireu.
This is what people are identifying him. Chireu Rana.
I had a nickel for every time I met a Chireu.
Yeah. I was on the borderline. Zach and Chireu.
Yeah, that's what I thought for my
back
son,
and
too. I
forth.
was like, man, Wyatt or Chireu?
By the way, the accusations were he was a sex slave, which, as you pointed out, could never happen in an actual company. Also,
I get why you'd want to put a mask on him.
right. Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. It's like, you should wear this leather gimp mask so no one has to look at you. He wasn't a sex slave. It was just the best they could do.
Yeah. Is this
Like, no, it's because you're hot.
Is it possible that this is the misunderstanding? She was like, "You're ugly. I don't want to look at you."
Right.
And then just gave him the mask
You
to
think
wear.
she paper bagged him?
Yeah, and he was like, "Gosh, I'm being turned into a sex slave." Not her intent at all. Is that possible?
Yeah, I found that any time when in my younger days, of course, when I was with a woman and I put a paper bag over her head, they didn't like it. So I think this might be the similar situation that they cut out eye holes and made him walk around with a bag on his head, and he thought he was a slave.
Was it too heavy a ply? Was it not breathable? The paper bag. What was their reasoning for not
Well,
liking
I think the paper is so they don't suffocate.
it? Okay, right. But no, I wasn't suggesting plastic. I was just saying, like, why would they be opposed to it? It seems like such a nice gesture.
It seems nice. Nobody has to look at them.
Yeah,
And it looks like, it looks like the office knows how to party.
yeah.
Because when you get a job there, they're probably like, look, we like to have fun at the office. We like to, what is it, work hard and party harder. The lies they tell you before you get the worst job you've ever had.
Right. Well, that's what happened to this guy. No trial date has been set, by the way. The lawsuit remains reportable because court filings in the United States enjoy absolute privilege against defamation claims. So this is a great way. By the way, this is a nice...
What does that mean?
If the lawsuit's been filed, the media can report on it, and they don't get held responsible for saying all the terrible things about the person. So, like, normally, if let's say someone accused you of having a sex slave, right? Like, obviously, crazy allegation.
Clearly, that wouldn't happen.
It wouldn't happen. But if someone accused you of it, you would, let's say, some left-wing publication posted about this and claimed that it was true. Yeah. They would be held to a journalistic standard of some sort, right? They would have to have accurate information, or at least believe they had accurate information at that time with sources and all that. If they're just reporting a lawsuit filed by, let's say someone who, was accusing you, someone, could be as simple as, your friend Tobias.
Right.
If he was saying, hey, this is a sex slave situation, which obviously would be insane.
Well, that's not the case.
No, obviously I didn't.
He's a male secretary. There's no reason to call him anything else.
Exactly. I'm just saying this is a hypothetical, Dave.
Oh, gotcha.
So if he were to...
I just like to be progressive.
No, okay, that's understandable. Okay. If he were to accuse you of something in a lawsuit, then a left-wing organization say, hey, Dave Landau was accused of this in a lawsuit, and can report their claims with just as long as they say it's a lawsuit, they can basically act like it was true.
Well, if he tries to ever sue me, I will whip him and drip burning hot candle wax on him as well.
Yeah, well, that he would deserve it in that situation.
Because that's not the deal of our man's secretary
arrangement. Right. When you went on Indeed.com and hired him.
Correct.
He came with a certain level of expectation.
I went on a site where you buy Mexicans, which I think is also legal. I don't know for sure the ins and outs.
Yeah, it's hard to. I mean, I think my understanding is if you buy them and import them, it's okay. But if you just, they can't come across the border illegally.
Yeah, you can't run it as an import-export. You can only buy them. You can't send them back. I'm pretty sure.
Something like that.
Yeah.
We'll get you the facts on that in case you're looking to get into the business.
He has a card. I got him. I mean, it's not legal, but it's a card.
It's a card.
Yeah. That part I know isn't legal.
Yeah. And he's been fully tested.
No. Okay. That's part of the thrill.
Of having a secretary?
Yes.
Okay.
Knowing that he could be diseased.
That's part of the fun.
Yeah.
When you find out the details, like... He's like, I volunteered for like a 5-second bit. Like, why am I getting...
Right.
But we don't know who it is.
I just want to say I spent 5 years in high school and I get to do this for a living. Yeah. I don't regret anything.
I mean, you really are. It's like people say, hey, look, you need to really make sure you're working hard. You need to make sure you have a backup plan. Dave kind of proves the opposite is true.
You didn't need to at all.
No. I mean, you two can rise to whatever this is.
Yeah, they can go, look, you got to stop screwing around. And you're like, no.
No, I'm going to continue to screw around, and then I'll have my own male secretary sometime later in life. That's how this is going to work out. And it worked out for Dave. It'll probably work out for you, too.
Most likely.
Mm-hmm. I want to bring up another situation here in a moment, which is a situation that's not working out seemingly for anyone. We have an amazing development on this. It's the Palisades Fire. You know the story. It's a big thing going on with the mayoral race in L.A., but also a lot of people don't have, homes. We'll tell you the genesis of this. It's incredible in a minute. And Dave, I feel like I follow the news.
Sure.
A decent amount. We do shows here on BlazeTV. We're talking about the news on a day-to-day basis.
Correct.
I mean, at the very least, I think we're mildly informed, right?
You are.
Okay. Thank you. Appreciate that.
I've been faking it.
Yeah, you've been faking it, but you're doing a good job faking it.
Thank you.
Congratulations on that. I read a lot and covered the Palisades Fire, which basically wiped out an entire community, and almost none of it has been built back up yet because of horrible government throughout California at every single level.
Yes, the fire largely was destroyed by the fact that they didn't have water.
Yes.
Next to the ocean.
Mm-hmm. That's hard. Where would you get it from?
Exactly.
Who knows?
He said the salt might damage the earth, and you're like, what about the fire ripping through all these homes? What does that do?
What does that do? It's a very interesting question. I don't know if you follow Adam Carolla.
I do. I've been on his show, actually.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah. He's been on the shows here as well, and he has posted a bunch of videos.
A lot of videos of it.
And it's unbelievable. Like, it's one of those things that feels like a right-wing conspiracy theory. Like, they're not even building these homes back. They're all just foundations still. But it's really happening.
Oh, yeah, you still see charred staircases. And a lot of these homes were beautiful homes that are, 100 years old, 75 years old when people actually cared about craftsmanship. Mm-hmm. It's a shame.
Spencer Pratt is running for mayor in LA, kind of on this platform. And, he did a recent commercial where he's like, this is where I live. And it's just a trailer, because his home was burned to the ground and they would not allow him to rebuild it yet.
Well, and a lot of them were partially insured because of earthquakes and how close it was to the ocean, so they can't actually even rebuild the house off the insurance money.
Right.
It's as if they had paid a lot of taxes to have it stopped.
Yeah.
But the mayor was like, I got to go to Uganda for a wedding.
Right, well.
And then all of a sudden, all hell breaks loose.
How am I going to get water from Uganda all the way back to Los Angeles? It's
Exactly.
almost impossible.
I'm just glad it all worked
another
out.
Solution. Yeah, it's worked out well. So what I remember about this story, though, is all this, right, that we're talking about.
Right.
And the question of how the fire started was always secondary. Mm-hmm. And then we kind of heard something about it that maybe he was like a jilted lover, and maybe the guy was upset about New Year's plans. I'd heard that. That part of it kind of seems to be true. It was upset that he had a relationship with a former coworker and was angry about not having any New Year's plans. This is the new development, though. He was apparently fixated with the guy who murdered the healthcare executive in New York City.
Oh, good, a domino effect.
Seems to be yet another. I was just talking about this, I think, on Megyn Kelly's show, where this stuff where you turn these people into heroes completely changes the copycat ratio. It is like, it's one thing to say, because there's insane people that do insane things. But what you want copycats, and we've seen this with all the shootings, the mass shootings as well. We talked about it the other day. This is a massive reason why this stuff happens. And apparently, this guy, part of his justification for this was some sort of act associated with taking on the system, going after all these rich people in this nice neighborhood, at least allegedly, and his obsession with the healthcare executive murderer. So perfect, a perfect circle.
Yeah, that all works out. He looks like the kind of guy that would be flaming my inbox as opposed to just,
He does.
burning down a city. I'm not surprised. This is what, like you said, when you make somebody a hero, this is the end result of it. And I also had read that he was erratically ranting and driving erratically, and it was suspicious. And that was one of the reasons why they caught him.
Does happen.
Yeah, but in L.A., it's like that wouldn't they make all of Uber a terrorist organization?
Maybe he was just driving normally, and they're like, this is way out of step.
Like, how bad were you driving where a cop in L.A. was like, we should stop him. He seems angry and dangerous.
He's white, so of course they wouldn't stop him. All right, we'll be back in a second. That was my left-wing joke of the day, Dave.
I liked it.
Thank you. So you ever notice how a real estate decision goes from, it might be a good idea, to this is a really big deal? Something happens that's manageable. You're browsing listings, maybe thinking about selling. Maybe your house in your entire neighborhood burns to the ground. Right. You don't know where else to live. Anything can happen.
At least it was done for a just cause.
It was, exactly. The murder of a healthcare CEO all the way across the country. Why not dedicate it to that? Anyway, this is where things go sideways. And if you are in one of those situations, turning it back to the right way is always very, very difficult unless you have someone who really knows what they're doing. And that's why I love realestateagentsitrust.com. We've been talking about them for a while. Why? Because if you're finding an agent, you don't want to just take somebody off an ad. Someone who has an ad on the bench that is under a homeless person, you don't normally see it, but then one day the homeless person gets up and you see the ad and you're like, that's the person I'm going to call to sell my home. That's a bad approach. Go to realestateagentsitrust.com. These people are screened. They know what they're doing. They have the best results in your community. You know that because if they're on the site, they've already passed 1 million tests. So you're already there. realestateagentsitrust.com. Get a good real estate agent. And by the way, this is a free service to you, so it's a great idea to take advantage of it. It's realestateagentsitrust.com, realestateagentsitrust.com. We're totally out of time. We've got a new episode of Predictable, my new show. It's on the new set tonight, predictableshow.com, or on YouTube. Go check it out. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.